Sister Wives Robyn Brown Stole Mary's Life, won Zonk Prize. It looks like Robyn Brown stole Meri Brown's life but walked away with a Zonk Prize. Sister Wives fans feel that Robyn got exactly what she wanted from the beginning. Yet, she did not get what she thought she would, but rather the short end of the stick. So, what does that mean? Keep reading for more details. Robyn Brown stole Mary's life and won Zonk Prize. Meri Brown was instrumental in getting Robyn Brown into the family. When they started looking for a fourth wife, Meri and Cody Brown spotted Robyn. She then encouraged Cody to ask Robyn to dance, and the rest was history. Having been divorced, it was vital for Robyn to be in a plural family. That was her dream, and when she saw how the Browns operated, she was in love. She believed Cody loved and respected his 3 wives and children. Robyn and Cody tied the knot in 2010 and seemed to be the perfect fit. She even offered to be a surrogate for Meri if she and Cody wanted a baby. Meri had 1 child and struggled for more, so this was a kind gesture. Unfortunately, things went downhill over the years as the family moved and became more distant. More so, Cody favored Robyn, which even the children saw. By 2021, the wives started exiting. This included Meri leaving Robyn as the sole wife. She was not in Meri's old position as the first and only legal wife, but it has not played out so well. Cody is angry and can be seen in the mid-season trailer hastily chopping down a tree. That has left fans laughing at Robyn as she has gotten Cody all to herself, but is that really a win? A Reddit thread was started to discuss the dynamics of Robyn and Meri Brown. One Sister Wives fan had this to say: Robyn successfully stole Mary's life, yet she is still not satisfied because Cody is like the Zonk Prize on Let's Make a Deal. Did other viewers see it through the same lens, or did they disagree? Pathetic Robyn. When Meri Brown was packing up her Flagstaff home to move to Utah, Robyn Brown made it a point to come say goodbye. She gave Meri a junkie gift and was crying her eyes out, but Meri did not seem to care. Meri kept her composure while her former sister wife and confidante was a mess. Sister Wives fans could not help but laugh at Robyn at this moment. They also noted how Meri was having a great time with Cody Brown and her brother-in-law, who were helping her move. That was until Robyn drove up. "I am a terrible person," I giggled when Robyn said "I love you," and Meri did say it back. Meri, Cody, and Nathan were having a good old time, and then Aya comes along and brings the dark cloud once again, and fake dry tears. She made the family about her and ruined it, so I'm not surprised she keeps doing it over and over. It was so obvious the tension that came with Robyn. Robyn Brown stole Mary's life, won the Zonk Prize. Meri Brown stared at the solitary flame of a candle on her kitchen table. It flickered in the drafty air of her modest rental home, casting shadows on her face that mirrored the weight in her heart. Once upon a time, she'd believed she had it all: a large family, sisterly bonds, and a celestial marriage sealed for eternity. Now all she had was silence, punctuated by memories and faint whispers of betrayal. Across town, Robyn Brown lounged on a plush sofa in her sprawling home, scrolling through social media with a furrowed brow. The queen of Cody's world, Robyn had everything she thought she wanted: the legal marriage, the big house, the lion's share of Cody's time. Yet, beneath the layers of her meticulously applied makeup and designer jewelry, there was an emptiness she couldn't shake. Robyn had entered the Brown family like a soft-spoken storm, her doe-eyed vulnerability masking a strategic brilliance. From the moment she met Cody, she saw an opportunity. She wasn't just looking for love, she was looking for security. As a divorced single mother struggling to make ends meet, she needed stability, and Cody was her ticket. But there was a hitch: Meri. Meri had been Cody's first wife, the one who'd stood by him when polygamy was still a fledgling idea. She had built the foundation of their family, sacrificing her personal happiness for the greater good. Yet she could never give Cody what he wanted most: more children. The guilt of her infertility gnawed at her for years, a silent specter in her marriage. When Robyn came along, Meri saw her as a gift, someone who could expand the family in ways she couldn't. Little did Meri know, she was handing over the keys to her life. Robyn's rise to the top was a masterclass in subtlety. She didn't demand Cody's attention, she earned it by being everything the other wives were not. While Cristin was independent and outspoken, Janel was pragmatic to a fault, and Meri was emotionally distant. Robyn played the role of the nurturing, submissive partner to perfection. She listened intently to Cody's dreams, validated his ego, and most importantly fulfilled his desire for more children. It didn't take long for the power dynamics to shift. Robyn became the favored wife, the legal wife, and eventually the only wife in Cody's heart. Meri, who had once been the cornerstone of the family, found herself relegated to the periphery. The final blow came when Meri agreed to legally divorce Cody so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children. It's for the good of the family, Meri had told herself, swallowing her pride and heartbreak. But in truth, it was the moment she signed away her identity. Years later, Meri couldn't help but wonder if Robyn had truly won. Yes, Robyn had the marriage certificate, the mansion, and the lion's share of Cody's time. But what did any of it mean when the foundation it was built on was so fractured? Robyn's life was far from the fairy tale she had envisioned. The other wives had left one by one, unable to tolerate Cody's favoritism and authoritarian tendencies. Cristin, ever the trailblazer, had been the first to walk away, finding love and happiness with David Willey. Jael had followed, prioritizing her independence and her relationship with her children over Cody's suffocating demands. Even Meri, the most loyal of all, had finally stepped back, refusing to play the martyr any longer. Now Cody and Robyn lived in their sprawling but eerily quiet home, surrounded by empty bedrooms and the ghosts of relationships past. Cody's once fiery charisma had dimmed, replaced by a brooding bitterness. Robyn, too, felt the weight of her choices. She had fought so hard to become Cody's number one, but now that she was, the crown felt more like a burden than a prize. Meri, meanwhile, had been on a journey of self-discovery. Free from the shadow of Cody and the toxic dynamics of the family, she had begun to rebuild her life. She'd thrown herself into her bed and breakfast business, finding joy in connecting with guests and creating a welcoming space. She had also started traveling, exploring parts of the world she'd only dreamed of before. But the most transformative change was internal. Meri had finally stopped blaming herself for the family's unraveling. She realized that her worth was tied to her ability to bear children or her role in the Brown family. She was enough, just as she was. One crisp autumn afternoon, Meri decided to confront the lingering resentment she felt toward Robyn. She reached out, suggesting they meet for coffee. Robyn hesitated at first. She was sure she could face Meri, knowing the pain she had caused. But a part of her was curious what would Meri say. They met at a cozy cafe on the outskirts of Flagstaff. Meri arrived first, her demeanor calm but resolute. Robyn walked in a few minutes later, looking anxious but polished. As they sat across from each other, the tension was palpable. For a moment, neither of them spoke, the silence filled only by the hum of the espresso machine. Finally, Meri broke the ice. I wanted to talk to you because I've spent years holding on to anger at you, at Cody, at myself, and I realized I don't want to carry that anymore. Robyn's eyes filled with tears. Meri, I never meant to hurt you. I thought I was doing what was best for the family, but I see now that I was wrong. Meri nodded. I know, and I've made peace with it. But I also think it's important for you to understand what you really won. You didn't win Cody's love or the family's loyalty. You won a Zonk prize, a hollow victory that came at the expense of everyone else. Robyn looked down at her coffee cup, her hands trembling. I've been asking myself the same question lately. Was it worth it? And honestly, I don't know anymore. Meri reached across the table, placing her hand over Robyn's. It's never too late to change, to find something real, something that doesn't come at someone else's expense. For the first time in years, Robyn felt a glimmer of hope. She was sure what the future held, but Meri's words stayed with her, a seed of possibility in the barren landscape of her life. As Meri walked away from the cafe, she felt lighter than she had in years. She didn't know if Robyn would take her advice, but that wasn't her burden to carry. For Meri, the future was bright. She had finally reclaimed her life, and this time she was giving it away.